That's right. We're back another week with your favorite NASCAR handicapper here, WryCape, doing a little NASCAR report. It's the Advent Health 400. So how are things going with you, Rye? Good week last week.
Yeah, we did have a good week last week. Joey Logano was the winner. So, yeah, that was a treat, 20-1. We also had him for top 4 on here. I think that was 5-1. So, yeah, it's been a good week just in general. I had a rough start to May, and now all of a sudden we're at the 11th, and we're rolling.
I know you didn't give it out as a play, but you did talk about overtime.
Yeah, unfortunately I didn't bet it. And I was sitting there at the end like I knew I should have took it. I triggered because I didn't like the price. But yeah, if anybody was watching and they took it, good on you.
Yep,
because you catch that ticket.
Yeah, so you got to watch the show, pay attention because you might not be a play, but you do throw out some advice there. And then last week,
yeah, we might see the same thing. It's not on my card this week, but we could probably see overtime again this week.
All right. So I like to always have to start the show off. We do a little track facts for here, so WryCape can give you a little breakdown of the track and what you can look for, what to expect. So here we go. This is the Kansas Motor Speedway. So this is your track facts.
Yeah, this is a 1.5 mile track. We're going to have progressive banking. This is the Kansas Motor Speedway, Advent Health 400. We're going to have multiple racing grooves, which is nice. We're going to see intense battles, a lot of cautions. Track positions big here. It's going to be a lot of tire management, pit strategy are going to be key. This is a track that favors drivers who excel in the restarts and late race executions.
All right.
I'll just say this. Kyle Larson's a favorite. I don't love his number. I think it's going to be a boring Kyle Larson dominated race. So probably at 3:00, I'm going to have Kyle Larson on my card as an outright. But I'm not giving him out in this show.
All right.
I guess I am in theory because I just
yeah. Well, in theory, you're giving them out, but it's not official.
Yeah.
All right. So let's hop right in here. What are your drivers to watch today?
So there are 3 guys I like. I actually have Chris Buescher. He's my only Ford. I have him in my one and dones this week. So if you're interested in him, he qualified well. Last year he came in second place. It was the closest NASCAR win in history. So he was the second place finisher in that one. So that's a guy we want to bag for the Ford camp. But there are 3 guys I really like. The first one is Chase Elliott. You can hold on. Let me see what his price is. Chase Elliott, 16-1. So in 17 starts here, he has 1 win in 2018. That was a while ago. He has 7 top 5s, 11 top 10s, but he does have an average finish of 9.8. He was 3rd here last year. It was a race where we saw multiple cautions. We saw overtime. But he's been consistently in the top 10 in this season. I just think he's undervalued here. He's consistent at Kansas. He avoids the trouble in the high-stakes moments. And his driving style suits this track. I think he's going to be able to maintain speed through multiple lines. So he's one guy I like. We're going to take him outright. Another guy I like is Ross Chastain. You can find this on DraftKings. I took him as the Group C winner. That's against Buescher, and Wallace. I actually kind of like Busch too, but I like Chastain in this spot here. 13 starts. He has 1 win, which was actually last fall. He has 3 top 5s, 4 top 10s, with an average finish of 16.5. He actually led 39 laps here last year. Late race chaos knocked him all the way back to 19th. He's been a consistent top 15 guy here. He's shown occasional flashes of brilliance, but I like his recent success here at Kansas. I think he can outperform these guys. Same thing. His bold style suits Kansas. He's comfortable on these intermediate tracks. He's a high risk, high reward guy, but he does have winning potential here. I'm also going to take him outright. Let me see what that price is. 30-1, you could get him. And then the last guy I like is Christopher Bell. We're going to take him as top Toyota. You can find that at plus 350. He qualified really well here. Actually, he always qualifies well here. So he's starting third in the second row. He doesn't have any wins. He does have 2 top 5s, 7 top 10s, with an average finish of 10.3 in 10 starts here. Yeah, he was 6th here last year. Fall 2024, he was 7th. He led laps in each of his last 6 Kansas races. He's been strong this season, 3 consecutive wins. He has 7 top 10s in 11 races this season. He's 6th in points. He's finished between 3rd and 8th in 6 of his last 7 Kansas races. So it shows that he's consistent at this track. Yeah, so I think he has the ability to lead laps, and he's going to show, well, he did show speed in qualifying. So I like Christopher Bell as well. Top Toyota, you could take him outright too. Let me see what that price is. 10-1.
Okay.
All right.
Well, that's a good stuff in there. So outside of your 3 drivers, is there any other prop bets you like, or are you just going with the ones you got in those drivers?
Yeah, I'm not really looking at anything else. I might try to do something live, but I want to see how this plays out. I know your guy Hosevar, he won the race last night, so he might be something worth looking at. Hold on, let me see something real quick. Top Chevy. So you can get him 20-1 to be top Chevy, which isn't a bad price, except for the fact that I think Larson's going to win. So
yeah,
it
makes it a little tough. Okay, so all right, I know a lot of good information. Let's quick rundown of your best bets, just condensed version here, and so in case people missed a little bit in your discussion earlier.
Yeah, so we're going with Chase Elliott to win, 20-1. We are going Ross Chastain on DraftKings to win Group C. That's against Kyle Busch, Chris Buescher, and Bubba Wallace. And then we have Christopher Bell as the top Toyota. Plus 350 was the best price I found at. So we're also going to take these 3 guys. We're going to make them 4 guys, and we're going to spread a unit between our outrights and hope we get another outright winner again this week. We've been doing pretty good this season.
Yeah, great. Yeah, I was happy last week. It's like you posting that plus winners. So yeah, good job. All right, so before we get out of here, right, tell the people what you got going on, where they can find you, and what's coming up.
Yep, so you can find me on all social media at WryCape. My premiums have been really good. I had a rough week early in May, but we're picking it up. I think I'm right now 7-0 in soccer. I've been doing all the leagues. I've been doing real well in soccer. WNBA starts on Friday. So, yeah, get a season pass for that. Go check out hitthepick.com. Yeah, that's my spiel.
All right. All right, thanks a lot, Ryan. Again, always good information. Hopefully we can get a couple more winners and keep this show rolling in the plus money. I'll let you close it out as you always do.
Yeah, I'm away next weekend so no show, and it's All-Star weekend, so I'm not really big into betting that anyway. But for today, happy race day. Let's catch some tickets.
All right. I like to hear